Welcome to today's playthrough of The Networks, a game by Gil Hova. This game is about programming a television station to get as many viewers as possible. You start from the ground up with public access programs that aren't terribly good and work your way up to things like Upton Krabby and other punny names that Gil has created for the shows, but you'll see them as we play through the game. This is the solo playthrough. Now, this is a prototype copy which doesn't feature the excellent art that Gil has arranged for the game, but this is primarily about gameplay, and the humor of the game still comes through. Anyways, this is my Airswell television station. And it's not got the best programming on the block. You'll notice that there are shows like What's in My Pockets, which is apparently some kind of sports show. The Wide World of Forks, which is a reality show of some sort. And You Too Can Play the Recorder, which is just a generic show. All of these bring in 0 viewers as they are. And our lot in life as the chief executive producer, chief executive officer of this station is to bring everything up. We've gotten a starter star and a starting ad to sort of jumpstart things. We're going to work on improving our status as the channel for people to watch. This card tells you the way to set up the one-player game. We start out with 5 money. So, 5 money. And we start out with 4 stars, 4 ads, 4 network cards, and 5 available shows to develop. So stars will bring in viewers. It costs money to land a star. Some of them have an upkeep cost if they're on a show. And these are the viewers they bring in per season. As you can see, the Femme Fatale starts out strong and then slowly drops off. The late night talk show host has a bit of a more staying power, but for some reason, people really only watch when he's in the second season of the show for some reason. Longtime star, ooh, very lucrative, also very expensive, but nice. 4 viewers, 3 viewers, 4 viewers, then 1 viewer at the very end. But we'll be canceling shows long before that. And reality TV judge. Ooh. Ads give you money instead of viewers, though some ads will give you viewers. Like, for instance, Wade Automobiles gives you $2 when you land it and an additional $2 while it's running. But it's got a condition where if you're assigning it to a show that's not on 9 p.m., you have to rotate it to the less good side, and then you only get $1 per season. Crikey Sneakers is really only great with sports shows. Harry Hamburgers on at 8 p.m. And Persnickety Pizza, 9 p.m. Our shows available to develop are apparently The Wacky TSA Agent, a 9 p.m. comedy show. Awesome Industrial Accidents, a 9 p.m. action show. Chainmail Bikini Warrior, 10 p.m. science fiction. An Hour of Shouting, 9 p.m. drama. And Cyber Slug versus Mecha Earthworm, 8 p.m. science fiction. Our network cards for the first season are Spin-Off, and we'll discuss more about the individual network cards later on. Award show, investment, and award show again. We have some initial extra preparation. First of all, we're going to need 5 black cubes. And these are related to the timing mechanism that is used to bring pressure in the solitaire game. We have some tokens representing reminders as to what will happen and during certain seasons. So we've got season 1, the marker starts here to mark which season it is. We have this orange token here to remind us that in the second season, if we pass by 65 viewers, we get a special bonus, which we will talk about later. This is a reminder that when we reach season 4, we need to surpass our previous score by 100 viewers. More explanation about that later. And after season 5, we need to score at least 265 points. So those are just little reminder tokens. And we're ready to play the game. Taking a look at my current programming, I know that I'm starting off with 1 sports show and 1 reality TV show. So it would be ideal if I got more sports shows or more reality TV shows to get towards the 3-show genre bonus or even the 5-show genre bonus, since those are pretty sizable and helpful bonuses to have. But there are unfortunately no such shows available to develop at this current stage in the game. Because every turn in this game, a network card will be drawn and then one of the various resources will be depleted starting from the left, I always try to evaluate what am I willing to possibly lose and what do I really, really need. This is, for instance, this is a very good card. It allows you to keep stars around instead of spending more money on them. At the same time, having stars and ads in the first place is nice to get more viewers and so on and so forth. So let's take a look at the ads and stars. So I like the femme fatale, and the late night talk show host is okay too. I prefer the femme fatale because she brings viewers in early, at least one more viewer in earlier, but the late night talk show host does have more staying power, but I'm going to be canceling shows right out from under him, just to give you a preview of what I like to do when these things are concerned. Actually, losing either of them is okay at this point. I'm not terribly interested in Wade automobiles right now, so I'm just going to leave that alone. And as for the first 2 shows on the chopping block, I am most interested in Awesome Industrial Accidents, which needs an ad. It goes on at the 9 p.m. slot, and we've got a Wade Automobiles that wants to be in a 9 p.m. slot. So we've got a very interesting choice here. We could take this ad, since it's a leftmost ad and it's going to pop off if we let it go. We've got this really, really nice network card that will allow us to preserve stars, because stars usually go away when the show gets canceled. And we've got stars and stuff. So what I think I'm going to do actually is I'm going to nab the spin-off card, network card. And so that is my one action. And what does the game choose to burn? The game burns a network card, and it also burns a budget. So this network card goes away. We discard it to the bottom of the draw pile, and we take away the top level budget. So if I drop out of actions right now, I would only get $8. That's likely to go lower because we want to get as much as possible out of each season, but let's keep going for now and see what happens. Next, for my next action, I'm going to land the ad. This gives me $2 immediately, and if I put it on a show at 9 p.m., it'll give me $2 at the end of the season. Otherwise, it would just give me $1. So I'm going to take this ad, take my $2, stick the ad into my green room, And now it's time to see what else the game burns. The game burns a show and another network card. So this show, the Wacky TSA Agent, goes away. And this nice card goes away. It would have given me $5 if I took it, so that was unfortunate. Now I feel like I pretty much need to grab this show. I've got the ad for it. It goes on at 9 p.m. It's its preferred time, so I'll get the full 10 viewers for it. So we're going to we're going to develop awesome industrial accidents. So to develop the show, we need to pay $1. So here's $1. And that was the cost up here. We want to schedule it at 9 p.m. because that's its preferred time slot. So we are going to cancel the Wide World of Forks. And when we cancel a show, it goes this way up into reruns. And then it will give us 1 viewer in reruns at the end of the season, and then it'll get archived and generate no more viewers. But it will still count towards genre bonuses. So here we put it into its time slot. Now it requires an ad in order to be developed. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach the Wade Automobiles ad to it. Now this show is on 9 p.m. so we don't have to rotate it. So we'll get $2 at the end of the season, which will help to balance out the $1 upkeep that it has, that the show Awesome Industrial Accidents has. So this season, this turn, I mean it's not a season, we burn a star and another budget marker. Goodbye star. There goes the femme fatale off to another network. And down goes the possible budget for dropping out. Now, we've got our next show on the chopping block is Chainmail Bikini Warrior. Brings in 10 viewers if it's on at 10 p.m. Has a great second season with 12 viewers. This show is a little less impressive, 7 and 8, and it's on the 9 p.m. slot, which we've already got covered. So what we'll want to do is we'll probably want to get Chainmail Bikini Warrior. For that, we need a star. However, the way things are going, we may lose the ability to do both the show and a star because of cards getting burned out from under us. So if we don't develop that show right now, we may never get a chance to develop it. Fortunately, we've got, waiting in our green room, looking for her chance at action, our starter star. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to choose to develop Chainmail Bikini Warrior. Oh, and one other thing. I should put this marker at the top of the show that we developed the previous run so that we can see that it's in its first season. So now Chainmail Bikini Warrior is a 10 p.m. show. So we are going to cancel You Too Can Play the Recorder as another rerun. Chainmail Bikini Warrior depends on a star and $1. So we're going to pay our $1. And we're going to stick our star on it and put it nicely into the 10 p.m. slot and also mark it properly with the marker to indicate that it's in its first season. And that will be our action. And the game decides to burn an ad, which isn't too bad, all things considered. So we say goodbye to Crikey Sneakers. Oh well. So what have we got left? Well, we probably want to pick up some stars. I kind of want to pick up the long time star. Whoever it is brings in more ratings. They are way more expensive. So it would have been nice if we could have grabbed that immediate budget network card that granted us $5 on taking it. but we'll make do. Hairy hamburgers. Hairy hamburgers. Hairy hamburgers is definitely a thought, but let's take a look at what shows are left. So there's only one 8 p.m. show left, and that is convenient actually because it's actually a pretty good show. It requires an ad, so we can either stick on our starter ad or we can go for the hairy hamburgers. Since we only burn one, since out of one resource we only burn the leftmost resource, obviously we can burn more than one type of resource in any particular turn. Let's go for grabbing the hairy hamburgers and put it into our green room. So that gives us $2. We burn a lot of things. We burn a show, a star, and an ad. And this is where it starts to get dangerous because now we've run out of ads to burn. The next time we try to burn an ad, we're going to need to move one of the black cubes down to the turn order marker. And once 5 black cubes have gone down to the turn order row, the game is over. And you've lost. So, goodbye star, goodbye ad, and goodbye an hour of shouting. Now I'm really going to pick up Cyber Slug versus Mecha Worm at this point because we need the viewers, frankly. So we are going to cancel what's in my pockets. We're going to stick on Cyber Slug versus Mecha Worms. We pay our $1. We attach the hairy hamburgers ad. The show's on at 8 p.m. so it generates the full ad revenue. Just put it here, the cube there to mark that it's in its first season. And we've got our lineup programmed for season 1. There is a real dearth of cards out there. We've only got stars and network cards left. But I feel that going for the long time star is a good risk in spite of possibly getting a black cube in our name on the turn order track. Because, well, he's just a good star. And also pretty expensive, so this is going to be our last action, which is to hire the star. So $5, grab the star, put said star into our green room, and let's see what the next card says that we should burn. Ooh, we burn a show and a star. Now we were not able to burn the show because they're all gone, but we do burn the star. And we burn the star. And we cannot burn a show because none are left, so we get a turn order marker down to that row. And at this point, I feel we should drop in budget. So let's do that. And we get $7 for it. $7. So it's the end of the season. And this is the only card remaining out in our resource piles, so it's going to get cleaned up before we set up for next season. So let's consider things like income. So taking stock of our station, we've got $1 upkeep, $1 upkeep for $2 of upkeep. Oh, and another $1 of upkeep here, so that's 3 upkeep. But we have 2 plus 2 in ad revenue, so that's 4. So we get a total of $1. Fortunately, we did not have to pay money back to the bank, or worse yet, pay viewers back to the bank. Now, calculating our viewers, we look at what's in reruns. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3 viewers in reruns. Let's see here. We've got 9 viewers for Cyber Slug versus Mecha Earthworm, so that's 12. We've got 10 more viewers from Awesome Industrial Accidents, so that's 22. And we've got 10 viewers plus one more for Chainmail Bikini Warriors. So that's going to be, I believe, 33. So we've got 33 viewers. I feel fortunate because we really want to hit 65 viewers so we can knock a turn order marker back up from the track so that we have more wiggle room for later in the game. We really want to do this because not being able to do this early in the game is going to screw us later. One thing I almost forgot to do is age our shows. So that means moving this cube down one row for each show to show that it's in its second season, or going to be. So 11 viewers for Cyber Slug. Ooh, only 7 viewers for Awesome Industrial Accidents. I see a chopping block opportunity. And 12 plus 1 viewers for Chainmail Bikini Warrior. So we're off to a gentle start, I guess. Oh, and also everything in archives, everything in reruns goes down to archives. And all that will matter anymore are the genre icons up here for genre bonuses. We adjust the score marker appropriately, and we flip over this part of the scoring track to reveal the rest of it and the new budget spaces for the rest of the game. So we've got the director, writer, editor, star, the prima donna, rotate unless this is the only star on the show. Children's show host, rotate if this show has ads. Grizzled action hero, only performs well in action shows. And the retired athlete. They're okay for $1. Reflux orange juice, rotate unless the show is 9 p.m. Plaque Buster toothpaste, rotate unless show is on preferred time slot. So this is not a specific time, but the time that the show itself prefers to be on. Same thing for migraine munition painkiller. And promos are interesting because they don't bring in good landing money, and if you want them to actually produce the most amount of money they can, you have to pay an extraordinary amount of money or rotate the ad. So in this case, you pay $5. So we no longer need season 1 shows. Moving on to season 2. Foliage. Drama at 10 p.m. The Cubicle. Comedy at 8. Criminal Mindfulness. Action 8. Dexterous. Action 10. And Cringe. Science Fiction 10. Audience data. Spend $1 less every time you develop a show. Discard to spend $0 when developing a show. Okay, that one I know I'm going to grab. Gain 5 viewers. Get $5. And agency. Immediately draw any mix of up to 3 stars, ads, and or network cards into their pools. Spend $1 for each card you draw, then take another action. This is interesting. We are going to grab audience data. This infinity symbol means that it stays in front of us. This is an advanced network card. So it won't be in your first games unless you're feeling gamery and up to dealing with it, which I know most of my audience is. So spend $1 less every time you develop a show. Yeah, let's take it. That seems awesome. And that was our action. So what do we burn? We burn a show, a network card, and a budget. Ooh, ouch. Foliage is burned. Viewers is burned. This is burned. That hurt a bit. Now the question is, which show is underperforming? In this case, Awesome Industrial Accidents is underperforming. It's only going to bring me 7 viewers this season if I let it live. But you'll notice that none of the remaining shows are 9 p.m. shows. As a result, almost all of them will perform very poorly their first season if we put them onto the slot. The question is, are we going to recoup our value? Are they going to help us with genre bonuses? Now, I have my eye on Criminal Mindfulness at this point, since it will do the best out of these selections in a non-optimal time slot, and it will actually do pretty well in its second season. Now, it's a question of, shall we just grab ads and stars and see what we can buy up? I think we will do exactly that. So if we're aiming to replace Awesome Industrial Accidents, let's pick up Reflux Orange Juice because it's on at 9 p.m. or at least it's happiest when it's on at 9 p.m. So let's do that. Let's pick that up. Grab $2 for the landing bonus. See what we burn. We burn a star, an ad, and a network card. So the Prima Donna goes away. Plaquebuster Toothpaste finds another station, I assume. The investment card sadly goes away as well. We discard to the bottom of their respective decks. I'm going to choose to grab the Grizzled Action Hero because I just like the thought of that. And also because I'm slating to have an action show, and his boosted viewers will help the fact that the show is on a non-preferred time slot. So he costs $5 to put into my green room. We've got $5. And let's see what we have to burn now. We need to burn a star and a network card. Goodbye, children's show host. And goodbye, agency. We are going to grab Criminal Mindfulness. It costs $5 to develop. It requires a star. It optionally can take an ad. And we are going to fill it up. So we're going to immediately cancel Awesome Industrial Accidents. It will bring us 2 viewers and reruns. This ad and any actor that would have been attached to the show goes away. Oh, but remember, I have audience data, $1 less every time I develop a show. So that only cost me $4 instead of $5 to develop. I like that card. So we're going to put on Criminal Mindfulness. We're going to attach on the Grizzled Action Hero. We don't turn him over because it's an action show. And we attach an ad, which balances out a whole bunch of things. Let's do that. Let's set the marker here. And that's our action. Tell us, Bob, what do we need to burn now? We burn an ad and we burn a budget. Ad. Burned. Budget. Burned. We've got very few cards left on the board, but I'm going to risk it to pick up the promo for $1 landing bonus. And let's see what the burning tells us to do. Ah, this is really not good. We burn a show, a star, and a network card that doesn't exist. So the cubicle goes bye-bye. Star goes bye-bye. And network card can't be burned, so we must do this. Now, in case you're curious, it is totally possible to need to add multiple turn order markers, so this is a pretty touch and go situation. So what we are going to do is we are going to drop in budget. So we got $6 and 2 viewers. $6, 2 viewers. So we've got 2 viewers from reruns. We've got 11 viewers for Cyber Slug versus Mecha Earthworm. So that's 13. We've got, this is a new show. So this is actually only 5 viewers. The little number, because it's an 8 p.m. show, but we only had a 9 p.m. slot for it. So this is actually 5 viewers plus 5 from the Action Hero. So that's 10. So that brings us to 23. And we add 13 more for Chainmail Bikini Warrior. 36. So 35 plus 36 is 71. We've managed to pass by the 65, so this means that we've accomplished the goal for season 2. So we get to remove a turn order marker from the track, put these away, and what we'll need to do is we'll need to score 100 more viewers. To mark that we will need to surpass 100 more viewers, we put that scoring reminder token underneath our scoring token, so we'll know we've reached it if we lap it. Now we need to age our shows. No one's watching Cyber Slugs anymore. People are finding Criminal Mindfulness interesting. And Chainmail Bikini Warrior is time to go off to the big pasture in the sky. Move our reruns to archives. Our budget is, we've got 3, 4, and 4 an ad, so net is 0. And let's set up for the next season. Next season is season 3. So, former comedian turned dramatist. Rotate unless this show is sitcom or drama. So, slightly talented. Intense dramatic actor. Ooh, kind of drama heavy. Tabloid fodder, of course. Guy who shouts all the time. Ads. Conspicuous watches. Sports. Promo. A $3 promo. Perfect ponchos pays out nicely. Squeaky clean mattresses. Ditto. Our shows. Reality show at 10 p.m. The Baccalaureate. Person of disinterest at 9 p.m. Sport Edges at 8. Once Upon an Enzyme at 9. And Upton Krabby at 8. Nothing at 10. Well, there's one thing at 10. There's one thing at 10. Is it worth it? I don't know yet. No, we've got flexible schedule. Discard this card during show scoring to consider a new show as being in its preferred. Yeah, we're taking that. Discard this card at the end of a season. Prevent one of your shows from aging. That's nice. Writer, discard when developing a show. Use 1 fewer star, 1 fewer ad, or pay $0. That is nice. You may immediately drop in budget after an action. Discard to get 2 viewers after you drop in budget. I don't know. It is an infinity symbol card, so that's interesting.